Present.
Village Manager Benton.
Here.
Councilman Brady.
Here.
Councilman Lafredo.
Here.
Councilman Meltz.
Here.
Vice Mayor Birch. Mayor Wagger.
Present.
You have quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We will now stand for the presentation of colors. Thank you. Followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor Guard, please retire the covered colors. You may be seated.
Next item is the welcome and opening remarks by Mayor Crystal Wagger.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good evening, everyone. I know we are here for our ceremony tonight, but today is a big day for our country. Today, we reaffirm the aspirational ideal of America, that all people are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. First among those rights is the right to life, period. Thank you for joining us for our 2021-2023 Village Council installation. I want to say a special thank you to my dear friend Judge William Thomas for agreeing to officiate our swearing-in ceremony. I also want to acknowledge Vice Chairman and my dear friend Miami-Dade County Vice Chair Oliver Gilbert for joining us tonight. It is an absolute delight to see all of you here with us this evening. But first, I need to say thank you. I want to say thank you to those council members here with us tonight who I've had the pleasure of serving with for the past 2 years. Your selfless service to our community should be commended and appreciated, and I wanted you to know that I appreciate you all. It has been my absolute pleasure to serve as the mayor of the Village of Miami Shores for the past 2 years. As mayor and now your council member, we elected officials are here to represent those who elected us and put their trust in our leadership. It is our job to be pragmatic in finding the path forward for the people we represent, to listen and hopefully find creative and mindful solutions for our community in its entirety across the board. As mayor, the emergency powers I was granted by the governor during the majority of my tenure and in the face of a global pandemic meant that my primary job became to be sure that things got done, ensuring we were privy to funding opportunities to sustain our village, making sure those most vulnerable in our community were well informed and tended to, and that all of our community felt safe and as safe as possible. However, my work is not done yet. Our work is not done yet. I'm looking forward to working with our new council and under the leadership of our new mayor to accomplish our shared path forward for the benefit of our residents, ensuring that efficiency and transparency is of great value, and tackling difficult issues in order to preserve this beautifully diverse, incredibly sophisticated, and family-oriented neighborhood. But my work is not done, and I look forward to accomplishing so much more in the next 2 years under the new leadership and our new council. I want to end by just saying thank you to all those residents who volunteer their time on boards, who volunteer their voices to our evening meetings, who volunteer their times for special events, and for those of you who have also volunteered your time for our campaigns here in the village. You, all of you, are what make Miami Shores such a special place and such a special community. Lastly, despite the fact that I may have ruffled some feathers along the way with those in leadership from time to time, I want to thank every single employee who works in our village. Most of us don't see the long hours and the hard work they put in, whether there is a storm a-coming or whether it's sunny outside. To all of you employees here in the village, I want to say thank you. I want to let you know that you are appreciated, and I thank you for your continued service in making Miami Shores, the village, beautiful. Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Next item is the approval of the April 6, 2021 council meeting minutes.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam Mayor,
Yes,
I would
Councilman
move
Brady.
approval of the minutes.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes have been approved. Thank you.
Next item is a resolution declaring the election results. A resolution of the Village Council of Miami Shores Village, Florida, declaring the results of the Miami Shores Village Council election held on April 13th, 2021, as certified by the canvassing board and attached hereto, and providing for an effective date. Whereas the municipal election was held on April 13th, 2021, to elect 3 members of the Village Council. Whereas the canvassing board has canvassed and certified the election results, and the Village Council of Miami Shores Village wishes to adopt the election results as certified by the canvassing board, attached hereto as Exhibit 1. Now therefore be it resolved by the Village Council of Miami Shores Village, Florida, that a canvass of the returns from the election held on April 13th, 2021, discloses that from 7,730 qualified electors residing in the village, 1,986 ballots were cast at said election. Said returns disclose that the 4 candidates for the office of council member received votes as follows and attached hereto as Exhibit 1. Sandra Harris receiving 1,154 votes, and Daniel Marenberg receiving 1,131 votes, are hereby declared to be elected to 4-year terms as council members of Miami Shores Village, and that Katia Sanfleur, receiving 1,037 votes, is hereby declared to be elected to a 2-year term as a council member of Miami Shores Village. This resolution is effective upon adoption by the Miami Shores Village Council. Madam Mayor, Supervisor of Election, as canvassing board member, as municipal clerk of the great Miami Shores Village, I recommend approval of the resolution.
Thank you. Do I have a motion for recommendation of approval of the election results?
Madam Mayor, I move approval.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Birch. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The election results have been approved.
Next item is presentations to the council. First council member is Sean Brady.
Try it again.
Okay, we got it. Thank you. Councilman Brady, on behalf of the Village of Miami Shores And on behalf of our residents and our council, we want to take a special moment to thank you for our service, for your service to our council and your service to our community. And I want you to know it's greatly, greatly appreciated, and anyone who puts their name on a ballot is in good stead. So thank you so much. Congratulations.
No, thank you all very much. I'm going to be very brief. This is really about the new council members. I just want to thank them for putting it out there, running, for coming and taking on this sacred duty. And I really just want to thank all of you, the people in Miami Shores, for making this such a great place to live. That inspired me to step up and run and serve in the first place. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve with this council. And I definitely have to echo the mayor's words. Thanks top to bottom to the staff here in our village. They work tirelessly to bring, to really help make this community a great place for all of us to live, for those of us who work here and play. And so thank you all very much, and my best wishes to the new council, and may you all just have a great working relationship like we had and get a lot of great stuff done for the people. Thank you.
On behalf of the village residents of the Village of Miami Shores and on behalf of the council, I'd like to present you with this plaque for your service. And I know this wasn't your first go around at the rodeo, so we appreciate you and your longtime service for the village. Thank you for service with so much aplomb. We thank you. And class.
I'll risk the COVID for a second. I just want to thank the mayor and my colleagues on the council. It was not easy serving on a council in COVID-19, and I want you all to give them a little round of applause as appreciation. You don't know what a great job they did. And I also want to thank the new members for stepping up and stepping into the breach, and go get it, guys. Thanks.
Councilman Mel. On behalf of the Village of Miami Shores and the residents and the council, we want to thank you for your steadfast service to the residents of Miami Shores. We appreciate everything you've done during your tenure as council. We wish you Godspeed, and thank you for your service to our your tireless service to our community. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First and foremost, I want to wish the 3 new members all the best. And I think it's such a great community we have, a great village, and I look forward to you all make it even better. So I wish you just good fortunes for that. To these folks behind me, when I first joined them, and I said, well, this is going to be a lot of hard work, and it turned out to be just really fun, just unbelievable people, and I wish that to you too, and I know the dynamic's going to work well. But when you're working on issues to improve a community, and sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're easy, it just is so wonderful when you have great people who are part of the process. So I want to thank them for everything over the last 4 years. It was incredible. And as Madam Mayor had said, we're just 5 people, and although it was a great opportunity, I'd even pay $1 to serve on the council. But I do also want to call attention to the department heads, and I think both Sean and Crystal had said something about the employees. I mean, people like Travis in planning and zoning. I saw Laz here. I saw Ishmael, Angie, Scott at sanitation, and I know I'm forgetting a couple others. And these guys here, Tom Benton and Richard, for all the contributions. And my favorite department has always been sanitation and recycling. And those of you who know me, I just love those trucks and the work they do. So thank you all for the opportunity, and I look forward to the future.
Vice Mayor Alice Birch. On behalf of the residents of the Village of Miami Shores and on behalf of the council, I want to say thank you for your tireless, endless service to the council, and we appreciate you, your mindfulness, and your thoughtfulness serving with us. Thank you, Madam Vice Mayor. It's been a pleasure.
Well, as usual, my colleagues have stolen most of my thunder, but none of my enthusiasm to continue to serve you, the resident. And I also have to say that I'm so pleased to see so many of our staff here, our police chief, a lot of the department. The strengths that we have in this village are amazing. And the three charter officers that we have that you new council people get to work with are some of the finest in this county and Broward County. I know they are. We've been around. As elected officials, you do rub a lot of elbows. And I want the staff to know that we really appreciate their extra effort throughout the pandemic and beyond. So thank you very much for being here. Good luck to all of our newly electeds. I am so glad that they come from an experience of going door to door and meeting as many residents as possible. It's so important as you go forward as a council. So thank you.
Next award is to Mayor Crystal Wagger on behalf of Council Member Sandra Harris.
I'm honored to be able to give our Mayor Crystal Wagger this award here on behalf of the Village Council and all the residents. You've served us well. The words of a great man, Commissioner Roll, you've done good. Some of us know that joke, some don't. But you're a tough act to follow. I look forward to working with you on the council as we continue, and you mentor me. And on behalf of the residents,
Thank you, Mayor-elect Harris. I appreciate that. I've already said everything that I needed to say, but I also need to say one more thing, that it was an absolute honor for me to serve in this capacity. It was an absolute honor for me to meet so many new residents and current residents and old residents of this community. It was also an honor for me to serve, as I mentioned before, with my council members before me and the council members behind me. And I look forward to working with our new council going forward. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I look forward to how this festivity goes. Thank you so much for your support and continued support. Thank you, guys. Madam Clerk?
Next item is the installation of the new village council officiated by Honorable William L. Thomas.
Judge Thomas, can you join us in the front, please?
All right, before we begin, a couple things. Not that anybody would want to take a picture of me, but if you do, it has to be from where the road begins up, okay? My Crocs don't need to be seen. They don't need to be seen. All right, thank you all. But we all live in the village and we're all family, right? So we can show up a little bit casual. Miss St. Fleur.
Woo!
Raise your right hand, please. I, Katia St.
Tess and Fleur. It's okay.
do solemnly swear or
Do,
affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and the state of Florida,
and the state of Florida,
that I will, in all respects,
that I will, in all respects,
observe the provisions of the charter and ordinances of Miami Shores Village.
observe the, let me read.
I'll do it again. My fault, my fault. Observe the provisions of the charter and ordinances of Miami Shores Village, and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of council member, so help me God.
So help me God.
Daniel Marienberg.
I, Daniel Marienberg,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I will, in all respects, observe the provisions of the charter and ordinances of Miami Shores Village, and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of council member. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And Ms. Harris, Sandra Harris. I, Sandra Harris,
I, Sandra Harris,
do solemnly swear
do
or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I will,
that I will,
in all respects,
observe the provisions
of the charter
of the charter
and ordinances of Miami Shores Village, and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of council member.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Madam Mayor, before we transition the new village council, we do have a dignitary here from North Miami, Councilwoman Mary Esteem Irvin. If you can approach the podium, she'd like to present you with a proclamation.
Good evening, Miami Shores.
Good evening.
It's such a pleasure for me to be here with you tonight. Tonight, I have the honor of proclaiming Crystal Connor Wagner at the city of North Miami, and hopefully here in Miami Shores. I've known Crystal for over 20 years. And actually, the reason why I'm in this political game and I'm in this public service game, it's because of her. And it is so beautiful that in 2019, that you had the privilege of having the first Black woman mayor to make history by having the first Haitian American councilwoman. I would like to take out the time to just congratulate all of you that won. Congratulations on winning. But today, again, Crystal, thank you for your service. Thank you for being such a great public service. I could go ahead and read all of the whereas, but you in Miami Shores know that she's not a stranger. Over 20 years, she has dedicated her life for public service. And today, I would just like to proclaim again on behalf of Mayor and Council and myself, Councilwoman Mary Esme Irving, serving the District 3 in North Miami, I would like to proclaim this day as Mayor, before you're unmayor, Mayor Wagger Day in the city of North Miami and throughout Miami-Dade County.
The new village council may now take your seats on the dais.
We're called to order this council meeting. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Village Attorney Serafan.
Present.
Village Manager Benton.
Here.
Councilmember Birch. Councilmember St. Fleur.
Present.
Councilmember Marenberg. Councilmember Harris.
Present.
Next item, election of mayor and vice mayor. Historically, the top vote-getter, Miami Shores, is appointed as mayor, and the second top vote-getter is appointed as vice mayor.
I so move Daniel Marenberg as our vice mayor.
Is there a second?
Second.
So moved.
Well, we just need a vote.
Oh,
You got it.
it's my first meeting.
You'll get the hang of it.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.
Election of mayor.
I move Miss Sandra Harris as mayor for the Village of Miami Shores.
Second.
Second.
I won't mess this one up. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.
Next item, village council comments. Madam Mayor, you can start from
I'll-
this
Oh, I
side
thought I
if
was
you
going to
would.
be first, okay. Ms. Councilwoman Birch, would you like to make a comment?
This is a wonderful celebration. I believe it is absolutely a first to have 4 women sitting up here. Comment.
I can't think of his name. Vice Mayor.
I guess if you could drop mic, you
Marenberg.
would, right? But you can't really drop the mic so much. Wow, this is such a weight up here. You know, when you're facing out this way, you just feel the weight of it all and the responsibility.
True.
So first off, I wanted to thank the outgoing council members. They gave their own time. It was a lot of time, and I understand just in the campaign itself how much time it takes to really understand and research and dig into the workings of a village in order to make it actually function. And the service that they've given has been absolutely incredible. We may not always agree with the actions, the decisions that our council members take, but they do it coming from a good place, and they do it with a sense of purpose for the community. So I'm very grateful to the outgoing council members and all the councils that preceded us. Secondly, I'm very humbled to be in the company of such a, dare I say it, diverse, talented group of council members. Congratulations to Mayor Harris and of course Council Member Katja St. Fleur on their recent elections. I know that it was a very long path. I was on that path as well. I know that we worked really hard, and I'm very proud to have you up here and very honored to be up here. Third, I'm honored to have been elected by our community. The democratic process that we have is an amazing and wonderful thing, allowing us to peacefully guide the direction in which we wish to see ourselves move forward, and selecting those we would like to try to get us there. Today is a particularly important day to reflect on our systems of justice. We saw our justice system tested and a jury of peers hold accountable abuses of power and biases of unequal treatment of individuals, of humans. I would like to think and believe what happened to Mr. Floyd could not happen here. I would like to think we are a stronger community, and a community that embraces and celebrates our diversity in all regards and looks to each other as neighbors. My hope is that our community will grow stronger these next 2 years during this council, that we progress, that we learn, that we improve, and we celebrate our lives as a community and the lives of our community members. Just because the election's over doesn't mean I'm done listening. I remain open to hearing from everybody within our community and those outside that have anything worth saying. Election does not mean I'm done listening, and I encourage everybody to continue to reach out, and I will try to remain as engaged as I can with everybody. I look forward to working to help improve and further our already amazing community, and thank you for the opportunity to represent you.
Councilwoman St.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I'm deeply honored that the Village of Miami Shores and the residents saw it fit to take time and cast a ballot for me. It has been the pleasure of my life thus far, doing this campaign, knocking on doors, meeting everyone. My heart is so full this evening. You know, this is to be able to live in a country where you can be the daughter of immigrant parents who worked as hard as my parents have worked to live in the community that you dreamed of living in as a child, and now to represent that community as a council member, and to have the members of the community vote for you and trust you and root for you the way that this community has rooted for me is something that I will never forget. It is something that, again, I am eternally grateful for. I will wake up every day and give 1,000% of myself to make every one of you proud. I'm honored to serve with the council members that I'm serving with. I thank my predecessors for all of the work that they've done. This village is beautiful. Our goal, I believe, and I've met and spoken to everyone, is to sustain that beauty. It's for us to move forward in a way that is not just progressive, but unified, so that this is one Miami Shores, and that we can all feel, I want everyone to feel the love that I've felt knocking on these doors. I just thank you guys. I really do. I thank you for entrusting me with making decisions to make your lives better. And I thank everyone for coming here today to celebrate us and to move us forward. Keep us in prayer. Continue to hold us accountable. Call us. My number will not change from the campaign number. I will be, you have my word, your biggest advocate. So thank you.
I've spoken too much today, but I just want to reiterate that our work is not done. We have lots more work to do. And to my new colleagues on the council, I want to say congratulations to each of you, to Vice Mayor Marenberg, to Katia Sanfleur, and our new Mayor Harris, and welcome to the life of public service.
Okay. Thank you, outgoing Mayor Crystal, outgoing Vice Mayor Alice, and Mr. Benton, and all the other former council members for your service to the community. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my husband, Glenn. And my awesome supportive group of girlfriends and supporters who worked diligently on my grassroots campaign. I also want to acknowledge Dr. Ward L. Pertel, Councilwoman, that's there. She's a friend and a longtime advisor of mine. And I would like to thank the residents that voted for me and put your trust in me. I am very humbled and honored to serve this community in which I've lived for 17 years. As mayor, I will continue the success of past council who have taken our community one step closer to its full potential. Today, we have a city that is financially stable. Our property values are rising. The city remains a desired destination for new residents, and the citizens have elected a diverse group that reflects the values of our community. However, there's always more work to be done when the torch is handed over. As your mayor, I would like to build on the past while embracing the future. Some of our future challenges are acute, such as environmental health, ensuring our community is resilient and able to survive, adapt, and grow in the face of stress on our climate. More immediately, I'm concerned for the financial health of our business community, especially as they emerge from the pandemic. And I would also like to immediately improve civic engagement and transparency in our government. I hope to also fully implement the traffic calming plan and our greenways and trail plans. I want to thank everyone who voted for me, and I am humbled again, and I will earn your trust every day. Thank you. Madam President, that's all the business of the day.
There being no further business before the village council, is the meeting adjourned, Madam Mayor?
Yes, I move to adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.